Good morning. Today I'm coming to present about the atomic theory. So, what is the atomic theory? The atomic theory comes from a lot of time ago when it first was proposed by Democritus in 460 BC. He proposed a theory that matter is composed by discrete units which he named atoms. Now, even though we cannot see these things called atoms, we really do have lots of evidence from scientists that show that atoms really exist. One of these persons is John Dalton, which he has really influenced in the atomic theory when in 1803 he stated that atoms were indestructible and they're identical in their mass and their properties. But we also cannot leave out the fact of many others that contributed to this theory. Like in 1788, Lavoisier proposed the law of conservation of mass, and that in 1794, Protus established the law of definite proportions, and also Eugene, who discovers the protons. So there are many scientists that have contributed to this theory. So how on earth is it possible that we can say something is true without seeing it? This is the case we have today. We still cannot see atoms, but scientists are able to know that it's true because, well, this answer is quite complex. For example, there have been many tests and experiments, like the one made in Jefferson's lab where they tested an electron to bounce off of the atom. So we really do know that atoms are everywhere in matter. On the other hand, this theory is really useful for science because as years passes, we're able to discover new and new things. For example, the quantum theory, which was discovered in the 1900s, really came and changed the way we know how energy is passed by. Or in 1907, when Ernest Rutherford did the gold foil experiment and discovered the mother atom. Or in 1913, where Frederick Soddy discovered a concept that is now known as isotopes, which was explained because of the radiation of Rutherford's theory. Or in 1932, where Chadwick discovered the neutron and how they help out the proton's balance in the nucleus of the atom. So, is this a useful theory? Absolutely. We have seen how we have discovered many things throughout the years in science, and that's still gonna happen in the next years. I do believe that in the near future, we will be able to see atoms, that scientists will create a determinate machine where atoms will be visible for the people. And finally, the theory of the atom will be proved. But as we've seen back a little bit 7 years ago, in 2010, another study of the European physicists published the research that states that protons are 4% smaller than the previously thought. So that theory, or the atomic theory, could actually be modified or changed once again in the future, depending on the amount of tests, the amount of research it gets, and since atoms are a big thing in science, I do believe that this topic will never freeze. This topic will be one that will be talked about, and as we are studying, it will be taught in many schools for years and years to come. So do I see it changing? Absolutely not. I believe that the theory stated in the past will be confirmed in the near future and maybe modified, like new studies can prove that in 2010. But changing completely, that won't happen. So thank you, class. This is the atomic theory and how it has evolved and made science better. And hopefully in the future we can have actual visual answers to our major questions we have today. Thank you.